Welcome in to Rock Hard Ball, part of the Dogs Media Network at College Football Dogs. Let's get rock hard. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another edition of Rock Hard Ball. As always, I'm Carter. That's Weezy. Clyde is going to be here at some point. It's just a matter of when he
couldn't get on the train in time.
It's in the door. Yeah, the train in time, I guess. Whatever. He'll be dropping in from the battle bus soon. But just be an easy start. And like I said, Clyde will be here eventually. So as far as the schedule for this episode, it's pretty up in the air. As you may have maybe seen the title, it says Real Ball Talk with Real Ball Knowers. Probably the first time since the summer that we've had we have no show plan at all. We just basically set up the stuff, hit go live, and that's kind of where we're at. So the one thing that I know we'll have for sure is we'll obviously run through the NFL slate a little bit. But other than that, I don't know. We'll probably just kind of go with whatever. If there's anybody in the comments tonight, maybe we'll kind of play off that a little bit. As far as Rock Hard Takes goes, once again, we don't have an idea right now. So if we, for some reason, think of one throughout the show or somebody comments one that we think is a good idea, we can, do that. But otherwise, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Kelly will have a Key rankings though, so there's at least that.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, let's just start, I guess, with NFL. Like I said, not a whole lot of game plan here today, but NFL, maybe we can get a little bit more in depth here since we're getting close to playoffs. Kind of take a deeper look there. I already talked about Thursday night, or no, we didn't have a show. So Thursday night, Rams Niners, and just an absolute barn burner, 12-6, 0 touchdowns were scored, just all field goals all over the place. So very, very sloppy game, but the Rams come out on top. They moved to 8-6, which was very big for them in the NFC West race to the top for winning the division. Because obviously, we talked about it last week a little bit that division's very, very tight. It has been all year. Now it's basically gotten to a point where it feels like it's going to be, Rams or Seahawks. Cardinals still hidden in there, but I don't know. They just feel like they can't get over the hump. So 49ers, I feel like though after this one, they're basically done now.
They're over. Their season's done with. Major takeaway from this game: fuck Cooper Kupp. That was bullshit. Fantasy playoffs, you're dropping zero burger for me.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I lose the bye. In fantasy the last week from a shitty performance. I play a dog shit team. I get stomped by 100.
That's brutal. That's
not
good.
And then in my other league, David Montgomery, my only running back, then tears his fucking MCL. Fuck fantasy football. That's my main takeaway.
You got the bye in the league that we're in, right?
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm going to do now.
That's what you're referring to.
One is two people with Ramondre Stevenson and David Montgomery.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Room is Ramondre Stevenson.
Do you have you had to have had another one on the roster? Who do you have?
Fucking Singletary.
It's not horrible.
It's bad. He scored a touchdown somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say he maybe scored a touchdown. Yeah. No, now you're in trouble. Yeah, you're in trouble. Do I play you next week?
No, I play Bodix.
Okay, yeah.
No, you play Jizzle.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Bad performance for Cooper Kupp. All right, let's go to the Sunday slate. Chiefs Browns. Chiefs win 21-7. They won a 2-score game for what feels like the first time this entire season. That legitimately actually might be true. I don't know. Looking back, I don't know if they've done that yet. Beat the Saints by 2 scores, Niners by 2 scores, I guess. So
yeah,
third 2-score win of the season for the Chiefs.
How many points does it score again?
21-7.
They still have not broken the 30-point marker yet.
Nope, still not broken the 30-point mark. Every touchdown did come on offense though, so that's a plus.
Yeah,
it's not like they got some.
No, they played good. I mean, obviously, you take it with a grain of you're playing Cleveland when Jameis decided to be bad Jameis this week.
Yeah, 3 picks, no touchdowns.
You see, McDuffie, his interview on his interception. He's I looked up at the big board and saw he was throwing it my way. I was like, shit, I should probably turn around.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, he's way behind. It's when Jameis just said fuck it, he threw it in the back of the right end zone.
Mm-hmm.
You can see McDuffie's running behind the receiver and he's not looking, and then he glances up at the big board and sees that Jameis chucked it his way. He's like, oh shit, turns around, picks it.
That's crazy. No, I did not see that. That's nuts. Obviously, though, the bigger issue here for Kansas City, though, is Mahomes' ankle.
It's not. It's a yearly basis, late year, high ankle. He's gonna fucking do that little walk he does, and they're just gonna win us out a goddamn Super Bowl.
He is week to week though as of now, so we'll see what happens there.
It's every year.
I kind of hope he's out for weeks. I want to see Carson Wentz play again.
I'm not above rooting for injuries either. Like
I know you're not. You've made that very clear multiple times in the past.
by the way,
I will in most instances not root for a major injury unless it's like a.
No, I'm not rooting for torn ACLs.
Yeah, like Deshaun Watson's the only person I'll root for that for. But
yeah, he's the only one.
Like, no, like there's I think there's plenty of times where you can be like, you know what, I hope that guy sprains his ankles out for 4 weeks.
Yeah, not mean at all.
No,
yeah, just get some rest.
Yeah, no, I want to see Carson Wentz play a little bit. North Dakota State boy, let him get some reps again. Maybe he can prove that he could start again, but probably not. But we'll see what happens without Mahomes in there. So, and is he really, not been that good this year? Is it truly just all the team, or is there still some weird Mahomes magic that kind of gets worked that we kind of forget about? I don't know.
We'll obviously talk about the other game, but like, obviously Mahomes is in his own class, you say, but like, Josh Allen's a better quarterback.
Well, this year for sure, yeah, not even close. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We're probably spent too much time on that game. Bengals and Titans, 10-point game. Bengals win at 37-27 over the Titans. Biggest takeaway again from this game was that the game itself was awful. The fact that the Bengals won this game by 10 points is
like 250 penalty yards or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, in the words of Joe Burrow on the sidelines yelling at Zach Taylor, fucking embarrassing. Is what I believe the lip readers decided it was.
Yeah.
So that was, again, the biggest takeaway. I feel like most people for this game was the interaction between Burrow and Taylor on the sideline. Joe Burrow clearly upset with how bad the team is this year. I mean, people are going to still talk about playoffs, the Bengals, because Burrow's been so good, and that obviously automatically makes you think that they're scary in the playoffs, but they're so bad everywhere else. I mean, the defense.
It's a horrific defense. Awful. Obviously, they picked off Will Levis a bunch and had a touchdown themselves, but like it's an awful defense with just a god awful secondary.
Also, apologies to Will Levis. Brutal look for the kid. Throws 3 picks, gets benched. The X.
It was
in the stands. So
the TikTok was brutal too. It's like, I got a bunch of this fucking shitty Titans gear. I can finally break out.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough luck for the Titans. Tough luck for Will Levis. Not good.
No.
I'll always have that video though. At least you can be like, hey, look my cock
though. All right.
I mean, that's what everybody said when that video came out. It was ridiculous.
Well, there were some cons to those videos too. Those videos were not very lengthy.
No, it's true. It's true. Okay, we don't even probably get into this game. We already did this. The Travis Hunter Ashton GT thing. We probably don't
meat wash.
Yeah. Commander Saints 2019 final score. I feel like I didn't see a ton of this game. I know McLaurin had both the touchdowns, which shout out had him in fantasy, was big time. But other than that, I mean, the Commanders won as they should have. The one thing I guess that I saw on social media a little bit is people think that Vegas got involved here because they needed the Saints to score points, and the clock apparently on the broadcast stopped at 9 seconds for like three full seconds while the Saints were trying to get up and spike the ball before that touchdown with like 3 seconds left. So people think that was like rigged a little bit.
Real question is, why didn't Spencer Rattler just start right away? Why didn't Spencer Rattler just go from the jump?
Because Derek Carr's him.
Derek Carr is not playing. Did you remember the memes on Twitter?
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot Hayner started.
Yeah.
He's kind of touching me with like his eyes.
Dude, his photos were unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I said. He felt like he was like,
it was
touching me inappropriately.
It just makes no sense. Like, why are we not just starting Spencer Rattler? But who knows? Football's weird like that.
Yeah, that is one of those really weird instances where, yeah, you have to say, why are you not putting him out there to hey, let's see if he's good at football.
Like just like a total tankathon at that point, right?
I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's like a protection thing, and maybe they actually do think he's like a quarterback of the future. Don't want to like throw him out too early.
I watched a little too that game. He is. He'll be playing in Toronto pretty soon, brother.
I don't know. It was worth whatever. I'm not really that interested in that game. Ravens Giants. This was a bloodbath. Ravens win 35-14. Malik Neighbors fun though, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Always. Also fun is the Giants conundrum at quarterback. They don't have any.
No. Well, they have 5.
Yeah.
They're just really all bad at football.
Yeah.
Who actually fully started that game? Was it Drew? Did he get banged up?
DeVito
started.
Locke was banged up before, which is why he didn't.
And then he came in.
I don't know if did he ever actually come in?
He
Tim Boyle and Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, you're right. Tim Boyle actually looked okay. Which is
that also reignited the whole thing again on Twitter of how the hell is Tim Boyle in the NFL? He had 1 touchdown, 13 interceptions at UConn. And then from there, where else did he play? Eastern Kentucky or something like that. But it's just like he is, by all accounts, he should have never ever had a shot in the league.
And he's just hanging around.
Somehow hung around for 6 years now. So shout out.
Good for him.
Yeah. Maybe it's the Packers quarterback factory, right?
No.
They took the first chance on him, hung around then after that. Never know. But yeah, that's the funny part. Also, Lamar Jackson's really, really good. He went 21 for 25, just under 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. But people kind of talked about it right after the noon games, but then just immediately got stopped because Josh Allen is a freak. So tough time for Lamar. It's actually 2 weeks in a row. Last 2 weeks, Lamar has actually scored 65 or 70 points in fantasy combined. He's had over 30 points both
Josh
games.
Allen's going for 93?
Yeah, he's unfortunately been in the same stretch as the 2 best quarterback performances of all time. So tough time to be Lamar on that facet. But good win for the Ravens, I guess. It's the Giants, but whatever. Cowboys beat the Panthers 30-14. Bryce Young and the Panthers kind of came back down to earth a little bit. Bryce Young threw a couple picks, so that's not good. Also lost a couple fumbles, 4 total turnovers in the game for Bryce Young.
Funniest thing about all this, Cooper Rush's numbers are significantly better than Dak's.
Yeah. Also, since after those first couple games where they lost and they were kind of on the losing streak, haven't they won 3 or 4 games in a row now?
Something like that.
So
no, they lost last week.
Okay, well, 3 of the last 4 then. Maybe. Yeah, 3 of the last 4. And even that game was one where they could have won.
Could have won easily. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty wild that the Cooper Rush led Cowboys are not afloat, but they're kind of treading water. Their heads beneath the surface already at this point, but they're not really.
I feel like we could have.
They're not drowning more aggressively.
You know what I mean? I don't know. There's still a lot of talent where it's everybody's calling them off. It's I bet you.
Yeah, but it's also at the same time though. It's they were 3-5 with Dak Prescott, so it was when Cooper Rush came in, it's what on earth would ever make you think that they'd be 3-3 over the next 6?
I guess. Well, because maybe Cooper Rush is a better quarterback.
It could be that could be a take.
Yeah,
be a take. Don't think it's true as much as
it's not true, but we can say it is.
Yeah, we can speak into existence.
That's the power of having a microphone. You can spew whatever bullshit you want into this.
Okay,
thing.
I'll get behind that. Also, as we we're kind of breaking down that game, if you guys heard any just loud rustling and just really disrespectful noise, a coat unzipping and stuff, that was Clyde arriving. So he's here now. He's on the couch. So he'll be here for Kelly's Geek Rankings, as we mentioned earlier. Next game, Jets Jaguars. Final score of 32-25. Mac Jones, a couple touchdowns, almost 300 yards. Kind of cool. Also, the Jets win for the first time in.
So we play with a swagger I've never seen out of that guy. Popping
Mac
up
Jones.
for first downs and the Rizzler. I don't know what got into him that day. I think he just woke up happy.
I feel like there's been instances though, especially when he's at Alabama, Mac Jones has kind of had that kind of fake aura type thing where it's kind of acts like he has the swagger, but it's just you're Mac Jones. What are you doing? Yeah, but yeah, Jets win for the first. They lose 4 in a row. And before that, they lost 5 in a row. So they're 2-9 now in the last 11. So big ups for the Jets.
Yep.
Doubling the win total for the last few games. But I mean, Jags obviously you're just kind of lost season at this point. I mean,
another fuck you to Devontae Adams. Another reason why I just got absolutely hosed in fantasy. Fucking old hag. Those two just said, let's go back to the glory days. Let's just sling it all over the place in the second half. Unbelievable.
Devontae's not that old.
No, but I'm just going to put him in that category.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Bullshit. No, I'm sitting with my roommates.
The craziest thing is that it was all in the second half. That was ridiculous.
I'm sitting with my roommates. Remember, were you watching the pylon shit? He got knocked out of the pylon. I don't like.
Oh, yeah. And then they just immediately go back forward.
Yeah, it's they're down at the half-yard line, and me and my roommate both needed him to stop doing what the fuck he was doing. And we're like, Rodgers is going to just go kill on this like run and just throw a jump ball. Immediately what they do. It's like, oh my God, I hate you two so much.
Yeah, it's a bad time to play Davante Adams in fantasy as well. Feel bad for you, Weez. Sorry.
More important.
Huh?
Your phone more important.
Yeah. The Yak does really well for Barstool and like Big Cat's been getting called out to be on the phones. Yeah. So I just figured I'd try that out. Maybe see if we blow up or no. No. While you're talking about that, I was trying to go look at fantasy matchups because I had Aaron Jones playing. So I was trying to see.
Oh, so do I. I might put up 200 in another league.
Texans Dolphins. Texans win 20-12. This was another one of those games where it kind of just felt like very meh, like where it was finally like, okay, yeah, the Dolphins are dead. Which we probably should all known the whole time, but it was kind of you kind of just keep dragging them along. You're like, if they keep winning, this virtually kills them. I think now they have to like win out and everybody else has to lose out.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, pretty much done. Really bad week actually for the teams, the AFC teams that were like not completely done, but damn, what a performance! 191. Aaron Jones still up.
What are you at?
188.
What's the other guy got?
100.
Yeah, I'm 191 to 87.
That's brutal. That's brutal. No, what I was saying there though, as you guys were flexing your fantasy scores, really bad week for the teams.
8-man league.
Yeah, really bad week for the teams that in the AFC that were like just a couple games out that like definitely still had like a path, but just not super likely. Because like it felt like every team that had like 8 wins in the AFC won, and then everybody that had like 6 lost. Yeah. So the AFC playoff picture, like the teams at least feel like it's damn near set at this point. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. Keep an eye on it. Broncos, speaking of one of those teams, kind of doing double work for themselves. The Colts were one of those 6-win teams, and I believe they were actually playing in the best positioning based on tiebreakers at the time. They were playing the Broncos. The Broncos were one of those 8-win teams, and they just kicked the shit out of them, 31-13. Down early on, but Anthony Richardson did what Anthony Richardson does. Threw a couple picks, helped them out a little bit. They also got a pick 6 from Adonai Mitchell, the wide receiver, threw a pick 6 as well.
Yep.
So Anthony Richardson, even when he's on the receiving end of a pass, still somehow ends up in a pick 6. So bad day for the Colts, but really good day for fantasy owners of the Broncos defense. Part of the reason I've done pretty well here in my playoff matchups. Had Broncos defense in 2 leagues, so it's big time.
Not bad.
Anything else to say there? Or?
No. You keep sucking off your team.
Yeah, let's talk about sucking off my teams. Perfect timing, Weez. Bills, Lions. I have Josh Allen in every single fantasy league this year. A little bit of a gamble to take the same quarterback in every single league.
What are you talking about? Man, it's such a gamble to pick Josh Allen. You sound like such a fucking
I'd take him like the 3rd or 4th round in every league.
That's like I'm risky. I took Kyler Murray in every single league. That's a risk. Now that's like a risk where it's like, yeah, that could be do really well, really bad early in the year.
What if Josh Allen tore his ACL in week 2?
Then that would be like, oh fuck, okay.
Yeah, then I'd lose every single league. Like I have no chance.
You drafted Josh Allen in every league. What kind of yeah? Congrats, you drafted the best quarterback in every single fucking
Madco's
league.
Bad?
Me? No.
Madco's bad?
Put up 201 league. Got a buy in our league. Got knocked out in the
Well, you just mentioned you're going to start Devin Singletary at running back, so
I'll find something.
Find something, okay. You want Josh Allen? You can play him at running back.
Me? No, I'm fine. Fraud team.
Trade him to you.
You know how fucking perfect his life is too. Jesus Christ, CBS.
Being engaged to Haley Steinfeld.
Oh my God, CBS just ran a 24/7 suck fest of Josh Allen's life. Oh, he's had the best 2 weeks ever, and look at his smoke show. Fucking Beyonce, who's an actress.
His life is pretty sick, though.
No, they just had to keep reminding me because he's torching me, my team.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, Josh Allen, another ridiculous week. 4 total touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 2 through the air. Also, the Lions, I mean, were doing everything they could to stay in this game and win it. I think they might have if Dan Campbell wasn't just a grade A psychopath. What is he thinking doing that onside kick?
I don't get it. I also kind of get it. Like, we hadn't stopped them the entire game. I don't think they punted. And I also I think that move is a lot less hated on if Matt Collins doesn't take it down to the 2-yard line. right? Like that's bullshit. Another rant I'm gonna go on. Enough with Mac fucking Hollins. Holy shit, get that guy away from me. I don't care that he likes the cold and doesn't wear shoes. Like I don't want to hear about that guy ever fucking again.
I kind of forgot about the whole barefoot thing, like walking into the games.
You forgot about it? I can't forget about it.
No, I did kind of forget about it.
That guy with no shoes. Like, hey, dude, you just look like a dumbass. You make millions of dollars and you can't afford shoes. I can afford shoes, jackass.
Yeah, fair enough. But yes, let's talk about both teams a little bit. Because obviously this is kind of a telling matchup to the point. Lions, obviously, injury bug continues to just bite them over and over again, which is
it might just be done.
It really does suck. Monty's done. Didn't you guys lose another defender in this one?
No, we lost 2. Our best interior defender towards ACL and our best cornerback broke his jaw. He's done for the year.
Yeah.
So we had 3 season-ending injuries to 3 very, very important players. And I'm going to flip it because I saw Twitter. I hope the entire Minnesota Vikings get so hurt over these next 3 weeks. Like I said, I was not like prone to like some massive injuries, but like the amount of Vikings fans on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's justice, it's karma," for fucking what? For beating you guys at your place? Like, yeah, sure, Vikings are gonna go 12-2. So stupid. They're awful. I wouldn't mind if Jay Jettas went down for the year. Am I a bad guy for saying that? Like, obviously, you're probably not on the same like Twitter for you, but it's like
no judgment here.
Vikings fans were like genuinely happy that all our guys got hurt. Like, haha, North Stars now.
No, Vikings fans are always like that. I know it's a Packers fan from the years.
Oh my god, North Stars now because
Vikings fans like still celebrate the Aaron Rodgers like collarbone break. Like that's like the highlight of like their last 2 decades. Anthony Barr breaking Aaron Rodgers' collarbone.
Actually, I don't want injuries. I just want Justin Jefferson to not get the ball for like a game and just have the most like public cry of a little bitch he is. I don't know. I'm in my emotions right now.
I mean, ideally we get a Jay Jettas rematch here soon, and then maybe Jair can make.
Yeah, you guys need to beat him up.
Yeah, I hope so. I don't know. We'll see.
Also, like, and now we're gonna flip back to Detroit. Like, yeah, I probably just reacted a shit ton by saying that like they're done.
Yeah,
I still think that they. I don't know. I'm interested to see because obviously they have help coming back on defense.
Like, no,
later in the year.
Their season is definitely not over by any means.
No. Also, it's like defense or not, like we also scored 42 points.
This game proves that like the offense is always still good enough to keep you in games no matter what. So
also like
Monra is an animal.
We have Jahmyr Gibbs still.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those two though. It's like you drafted the guy. I get you don't want to run into the ground, but like you're 12-2 with the best chance you've ever had to win a Super Bowl. We can't get conservative. Like he has to be a running back. You drafted him this high. It's not you're running him into the ground in week 2, right? It's like now there's 3 teams in the NFC who are 12-2 or going to be because the Vikings are up on the Bears right now. I still think Detroit's number 1 with all the tiebreakers. I still think they have the number 1 seed, but like end of the year, like I don't care. Like Jahmyr Gibbs, you have to give him as many carries as he needs. Like you cannot just give the ball to Craig Reynolds and the company who's with them in the backfield. It's just you need to play your best guys.
Yeah. As for like the flip side, look at the Bills. Very real contenders. Bit of a miss by most of the media. It felt like coming into the year, everybody kind of thought that the window had sailed with the lack of playmakers, stuff like that. But Josh Allen's obviously proved that he's good enough that he can virtually put this team on his back. Obviously, the Lions just scored 40 plus on them, but their defense hasn't been like bad as a whole this year, and they've had guys step up in places as playmakers. The one thing I was confused about with this game, what happened with Amari Cooper? Do you know?
No,
he didn't get a target.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know. That was weird.
So. He was only throwing his running backs in the first half. Which in another situation for like Lions fans that were like panicking, it's like Lions have never played well against mobile quarterbacks. Like that's why they always struggled against Fields Bears teams. So like I'm not shocked that they lost the game to Josh Allen. And it's like we have one active linebacker pretty much. So yeah, it's a doomsday scenario. The only concern I have for both these teams going down the stretch is like we know Kansas City can come out slow offensively and still win games. That's why they've been able to beat Josh Allen. It's like you could argue Detroit lost this game because they went 3 and out and then didn't score on their next possession. That was game, right? Because then after that was just like a track race. Like these teams are in the situations where they're unbelievable. Everybody thinks that like we could see Super Bowl rematch between these two. if one of these teams like offenses doesn't show up in the playoffs, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
Well, like I don't think that about some teams. Like I think Baltimore, offense can come out slow, they can still win a game. Chiefs obviously can come out slow, still win a game.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But obviously, they're both going to be very good yet still for the rest of the season. So, we'll see them again. Eagles Steelers. Eagles won that one. Battle of Pennsylvania. Final score 27-13. Probably the one thing from this was the Steelers were maybe kind of riding high, the past couple weeks, but this time they played a very good Eagles team. Obviously the offense is what everybody talks about the Eagles, but really good defensive roster as well. And the Steelers' offensive old returned, couldn't move the ball at all game. So Russell Wilson, he wasn't necessarily the reason for the loss. The one fumble loss, no picks, but also probably in contention for his worst game as a Steeler. I don't really remember any other ones that were real stinkers.
Yeah, no, he kind of came off fire. Yeah.
So, just kind of a tough loss for them. But I think this was telling probably in terms of like the Steelers probably aren't quite there as contenders yet. But I don't know. I still think they can win games in the playoffs, or a game at least. But outside of that, I just don't know how much else there is there for the Steelers. If they,
there's three teams. I just don't really think they can beat.
A very good version of Russell Wilson for all the playoffs. Otherwise, they would have no chance to win a Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, but like even like before this game, I don't think that this team could beat the Bills. They couldn't beat the Chiefs. I don't think they could beat the Ravens like in a playoff setting. Like so, it's telling.
Would have been big though.
Yeah, it would have been huge.
Had us saying the exact opposite thing. And that's what we can say for the Eagles too. Good win at home. Loud week in Philly with Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown hate each other. Shit going on. Those two hooked up a bunch in this one. 8 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown for AJ Brown. Hurts hit almost 300 yards to the air, 2 touchdowns. So really good game overall for the Eagles. And you really could have asked for much more after kind of what they had to go through, if you want to call it that, this past week. So
yeah,
win. Cardinals Patriots. Like we mentioned earlier, Cardinals still trying to stick around there in the AFC West, and I feel like when I say it, like I make it sound like they're like already out. But, like they're definitely not. They're only back. It's just again, like earlier when I was talking, like the Rams, Seahawks. It feels like the Cardinals can't. Every time, like I'm like, oh, this might be the best division, and they just lose dumbass game that they shouldn't. And, like everything kind of falls apart. And it's not even just this year. It's like every year feels like the Cardinals, like the past, like since like Carson Palmer, Larry Fitzgerald, like that, like NFC Championship game run. I feel like the Cardinals had a lot these years where it's like they're, in contention, look good, might have a chance, and then they just kind of shit hit the fan. That 8-0 year. Yeah,
I just don't know if I can trust this team. Like the offense just seems like stagnant. Like the run game was why they won this week, but like every time I look at a Cardinals box score, it's like I get like people might call me a box score watcher now, but like Kyler Murray's like 16 for 22 with 130 yards. It's like this offense just can't get anything going down the field. It feels like recently. It feels like everything's a 7-yard or like a 6-5-yard check down to Trey McBride.
Yeah, and like obviously the main guy that should be your big play guy is Marvin Harrison Jr. And I don't really know why they don't take more shots to him like during games, because it's not like a Marvin Harrison Jr. issue. I don't think really. Not that I've heard. I don't think there's like really problems with him or anything like that. But it feels like they just don't ever even give him a chance with the 50-50 balls. It's like he is built like exactly to do that, like to run down the field and be more athletic and bigger than a guy and come down with the ball. So like give him the chance to do it once in a while. Kyler Murray throws a nice ball, like just let him do it. I don't know. It seems weird. I don't know if it's a Kyler Murray thing, like doesn't really want to push it downfield much, or if it's the coaching staff wants to play more conservatively. Either way, it seems kind of weird. Also, Patriots side, again, I feel like we say it every week, but it's like they continue to just have the best games possible, really, it seems like, for the most part.
Yeah.
Drake May, again, played pretty well for pretty much the whole game. And then they lost still. So that's about all you can ask for, really, if you're Patriots fan.
100%.
Okay, I don't know. I have anything else there. Do you?
No.
It's kind of a weird cutoff, but Buccaneers Chargers. Did not expect this game to turn into a blowout. It was all over red zone for a while, and obviously the Bucs ended up coming out and winning it, they outscored them 27-0 in the second half. Great game from Baker. Throws for almost 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Bucky Irving with a good game. So, I mean,
I think Mike. Do you think Mike Evans is just going to go on that tear like he does every single time just to get that 1,000 yards?
Mike, what's he at now? 749. So what do they have left? 3 games?
3. So he needs to average 100 something.
253. No, under 100.
Oh, yeah.
80, something like that, yeah.
So you'll probably do that.
So yeah, he'll probably do that, yeah. So yeah, he'll probably hit that mark again. But yeah, hell of a game for him too. 9 catches, 160 and 2 touchdowns. Chargers side of things, obviously disappointing that you kind of blow it there. You had the 4-point lead going into the half, and you just get smoked come out in the second half there. Again, I feel like a lot of the touchdowns were kind of close, so I didn't really watch the game much outside of the red zone showings, so I don't really know how the game went or got out of hand for the Chargers. But I would say, again, just box score watching here, the biggest thing to point to is probably the 32 yards of total rushing offense, especially for a Jim Harbaugh team. Can't have that, especially against a team that's, a solid playoff team like the Bucs. You're just not going to win in that situation. So it's tough without J.K. Dobbins right now. But I mean, Gus Edwards,
he's feasible.
Yeah, it's fine. Kamani Vidal, who for some reason appeared on the show in like June in the comment section.
Yep.
So they have him there too.
I really like the running back out of Troy.
That was wild. That was wild.
We all made fun of him too.
Yeah, he got torn apart. That was one of the very first, I don't know, whatever he calls it, Longy Armies versus Sam early on.
Yeah.
I think that's when he first entered the treacherous waters of X or Twitter, rather than hiding on YouTube. But yeah, good win for the Bucs though. They look good though overall. Chris Godwin's still on his team. I mean, I feel better, but
no, I mean, I still I like the Bucs every given Sunday. It's like Baker Mayfield is still. I don't think it's fucked up to say he's a top quarterback in this league, like top 10, especially when he's going. So yeah, no, I think this team's deadly. Mike Evans is just the most quiet Hall of Famer of all time.
Yep.
So yeah, I like this squad.
My dream scenario is that the Bucs play a home game against the Vikings in the first round of the playoffs and beat them. I think that'd be awesome.
I want like an Eagles situation.
I just don't think that's going to happen, though.
I don't think so either. But if you could give me like another Eagles Bucs where Bucs just pound them after they go, like Eagles don't lose another game.
Yeah. Packers Vikings though feel like they're locked into 5-6, and Bucs or Eagles feel like they're locked into 2-1.
Vikings are 12-2 now too, and Lions are, like you said, like we've said, are fucking dead.
No, I don't think the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings are going to win the division.
I'm pretty sure they have a pretty easy schedule.
I think it's
actually no. They play the Lions and the Packers.
Yeah, I think it's quite the opposite. That's why I honestly do think that they lose both those games still.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's talk. Speaking of the Packers, Sunday Night Football, they pick up another win as well. Get to 10-4, 30-13 over the Seahawks. Toyotathon Jordan Love is real.
I saw the stats. It was like rest of his career. It's like 26 touchdowns, 25 picks. Toyotathon 27 touchdowns.
25, I think.
Wait.
But
no, I think it was 26, 25, and then 29 and 2.
I think it's more than one, but whatever. It's not that important. But yes, significantly better.
Yeah. When does Toyotathon end?
I don't actually know. I don't think we've seen a non-Toyotathon yet because last year they lost in the divisional round. We were actually just talking about this earlier on when it actually ends. But I also made the point that it's like, wait, what if it's not Toyotathon? He just gets better like November on.
Hold up. You can keep talking this game. I'm just gonna.
Okay. So the Packers running game continues to look dominant week in, week out. I feel like they can really just out physical. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but pretty much any team in the league.
Toyotathon ends a week from tomorrow.
Okay, so that's definitely. Then he definitely balled out past Toyotathon last year. Then
I'm just googling what Toyotathon says. It says it ends December 24th, 2024.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying a bit like the Cowboys playoff game.
Does that not scare you?
No, because he played really good after that last year. So
I don't know.
I think it's just
I don't know, Jim. I don't know.
J-Love just turns it up, gets comfortable for the season. Which, by the way, I've been saying for the entire season that I think that Jordan Love will eventually get back to the level similar, very similar to what he was playing at last year, towards the end of the year. Which I think he is getting there now. Which makes this Packers team scary, and I don't think that's like biased of me to say. They have weapons all over the place on offense. The defense feels like it's gotten a little bit better as the year's gone on, especially guys who have been very concerning early in the year, like Quay Walker, Lucas Van Ness. They're not doing anything crazy yet. Rashawn Gary, but feels like all those guys are big pieces of the defense that had been bad and felt like they've been playing better. So a lot that I'm excited about with the Packers so far. Seahawks, tough loss. Obviously, Gino got banged up there in this one. I don't know how serious that was.
I think it was just a tweak. I think he's
okay. Yeah, he should be fine. So they should still be competitive in the NFC West. Like we said, most likely it's going to come down to them and the Rams. But I feel good about the Packers right now still. I like where we're at. So just keep winning, I guess. Basically all I got to say. So, okay, Monday Night Football. We kind of mentioned them already, but Vikings most likely moved on to 12-2. Bears probably going to drop to 4-10. Score is currently 20-6 in that one with 10:50 to go in the fourth quarter. And then the Falcons and the Raiders are in a just real fun game, 12-3, with the beginning of the fourth quarter getting going right now. So we'll go to break really quick. Then when we come back, I don't know what we'll maybe talk a little bit of maybe Belichick into the college football scene. Maybe discuss that a little bit if we want to.
We can talk whatever we want to talk
on it. Yeah, we'll get into whatever. Maybe we'll get Clyde's thoughts here on the Bears at some point. Once this game gets a little farther down the road. But yeah, stick around. We'll find something to talk about here for the next 20 or 30 minutes, and then we'll get you all on your way. So listen to Rocker Ball, part of the Dogs Media Network at Culture Ball Dogs. We'll be right back.
On the College Football Dogs website, you'll find a main page that features some of our biggest and newest stories. Our conference pages for content related to your favorite team's conference. Our team store, where we have products that are available all year long, as well as gear available for a limited time only. Our podcast page, where you can see when one of the 12-plus College Football Dogs podcasts is streaming live on social media. Our subscription page, where you can join our Discord. If you're interested in becoming a contributor at College Football Dogs, email us at info@collegefootballdogs.com. If you enjoy any College Football Dogs content, we really do appreciate any donations you can make by visiting the donate page on our website or scanning the QR code here.
College Football Dogs, for the fans.
All right, welcome back to Rocker Ball, again, part of the Dogs Media Network at Culture Ball Dogs, as Weezy rejoins the couch here.
Bathroom break.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, I don't really know exactly what we'll go for the rest of the show, but like I mentioned there, kind of interesting story that happened. I mean, really last week. I think we probably could have talked about it Thursday. I think it happened by then, or Friday, or we're going to try to do a Friday show.
I mean, should I just bring up? I can literally think of a bunch. Should I just bring up like topics we talk for like 5 minutes, then next one?
Okay, sure. So yeah, first one, let's talk Belichick into the. Oh shit, we got to talk Heisman too. Forgot about that. The Heisman Trophy was announced.
We'd probably just go right away with that, right?
Yeah. So Travis Hunter is the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. But College Football Dogs actually does have a partnership with the Maxwell, so that is more important now.
We voted on that.
We voted on that. Ashton GT was the Maxwell.
He was number one on your belt, right?
Yeah.
Same here. So hey, we got it right.
Yep, got it right. GT Maxwell Award winner. And I don't that was announced Monday by then or no? Maxwell Award.
Yeah. No, that was announced like that Thursday.
Okay, yeah. So, so before this year, 8 of the last 10 Maxwell winners had won the Heisman, but one of them who hadn't was Michael Penix Jr. last year. So 2 years in a row now, the Maxwell winner has not won the Heisman, which last year, good argument as well. I mean, Penix, Jaden Daniels were both very, very good last year, but I can respect that one more because Jaden Daniels did just have a very, very good year, and that LSU team just wasn't. They just didn't have the defense or anything like that for them to be serious contenders. So that was a scenario where I got it a little bit. This one doesn't make quite as much sense to me. Again, obviously, we talked about it a lot. Like the fact that Shedeur ended up coming in 8th, I think, in the Heisman voting. Like, how was that guy the best player in college football if you also had the 8th best player in college football who's a quarterback and you didn't even make your conference championship game? Ridiculous.
Well, no, actually, what you're saying is just you're a racist.
What?
Oh
yeah, that's the argument. Yeah,
you're
which
racist
is
if you don't
ridiculous
think Travis Hunter.
because they're both black. So I don't know how anybody's been racist. Like Ashton GT should win the Heisman.
No, yeah,
but no, it's whatever. Travis Hunter is very, very good player. Ridiculous, but like he just wasn't the best player.
It was also just like such obviously like immediate influence like decision too, and the fact of like the whole showing was just meat riding Travis Hunter. Like they're showing like their stats like side by side, and it's like the lead stat they used was fucking snaps.
Yeah, I don't get. Also,
this is not a snaps competition.
I pointed out to my roommates when we were watching the Heisman Trophy presentation, and it was like actually it might have been just me and Nathan, but anyways, they showed the snap stat and like they said like who was second behind him. Second place actually wasn't that far behind. It was like 300, 400 snaps, something like that, which like, yeah, maybe it kind of sounds like a lot, but like when you think about it, like that guy also had almost 1,000 total snaps.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, I don't know who it was, but
I don't even
that alone like is not that crazy, I don't think.
So Heisman, sure. Travis Hunter's ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna bitch if you think Travis Hunter's the number one.
The one thing I will say too is like the ballot thing, like when people fill out the ballots, Travis Hunter and Ashton GT should have been on every single person's ballot in the top 3. The fact that we have so many other just random votes coming in is so crazy.
But that's every year.
He was on more ballots than
Hunter, so that's the thing, because like Travis Hunter was on the 4th most ballots ever, and it's like in like Colorado and ESPN posted that as like it's like guys, that's like a self tease. Like the 3rd most ever was Ashton GT.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy that's how it ended up playing out. Again, respect to both of them, great years, but I just don't understand how you give it to.
So, but that's not even like my biggest bitch with this. We do not have media votes for this, for the like awards. I'm going to bring up the only awards that actually no, we did have media vote for one of them. So, you and me have media votes for Maxwell and the Bednarik.
Bednarik, yep.
Bednarik. Travis Hunter won the Bednarik and the Biletnikoff. That's the biggest vote of bullshit I have ever written.
He wasn't even a finalist for the best corner in the nation. No. How the hell did he win?
And he won the best defensive player.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Biletnikoff also ridiculous that he won that. He was not.
That one's like I get it though, because that one traditionally has gone to like name brand, because it went to Marvin Harrison last year, who's his.
If we're doing that, give it to McMillan, because he is a better wide receiver.
Yeah,
he's the more talented wide receiver, and that's exactly the argument I saw some people making. They're right. If you were going to go by stats, which is fine.
Yeah, Nick Nash led
was crazy.
He won the Triple Crown and didn't win it.
But yeah,
I understand though, because last year was different, because Marvin Harrison won it last year and he didn't lead in like any category.
Yeah, and like in that scenario, it's like because he's getting double covered every single play.
Yeah, like he is the best, but like different, and like obviously Nick Nash like played for San Jose State and was like a 7th year. Like, still, he won the fucking Triple Crown.
Exactly. And again, like the McMillan argument.
Especially if you're going to give the guy the fucking Heisman, don't give him the best receiver and the best defensive players. Who'd you vote for best defensive player?
I honestly don't remember who I had mine.
I was a homer. Like Mason Graham. Which, by the way, though, Mason Graham's still a much better defensive player than Travis Hunter. So,
yeah. Also, for the, again, what I was trying to say with the McMillan thing was like if that's your argument is like the double cover, it's like, yeah, he's so good like that. He's not going to get as much touches and stuff like that. It's like, I guarantee that McMillan is way better than whoever wide receiver 2 is on his team than Travis Hunter. Because who's that? What's the
Horn?
Yes. Like they Jimmy Horn. Yeah. They 100% always they have to have a safety over the top on him. Like, because he's faster than Travis Hunter.
He's a freak too.
He's a bigger deep threat.
You could argue he's a better receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't get the like. You actually should be able to make a better argument that Travis Hunter was the Heisman than he should have won either of the other 2 awards.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I think was what you were originally.
Which is what I was getting at. Yes.
Yeah, to begin with. So yeah, okay. Actually, let's talk about this really quick. Vikings at Seattle, Green Bay at Detroit. They could go 0-3.
They could. They're 12-2, and we keep saying they're going to lose, and they don't.
They will. Trust.
They will.
Okay, so I don't have anything else to say on the Heisman.
No, it's just bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit.
Right. I'm the mediator.
What?
I'm the mediator from now on, so I bring up the conversation point. Belichick. What do you think?
I don't get to bring the conversation.
No, I name what we're going to talk about, and then you.
Why don't I get to name stuff?
Yeah, we can go one for one.
Nope, now I'm pissed. All right. Yeah, Belichick to UNC definitely shifts the landscape of.
I still don't fucking get it.
I think
in the slightest.
I don't get it from Belichick's perspective why you even want to.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you're like 70. You like, and obviously college football head coaches like so much more like work than being an NFL coach.
To be fair, it's shifting away from that. Like they're like
because every team's
hiring GMs and stuff. So I don't think he has to deal with that quite as much anymore. But also, it's like he's definitely going to have Raiders fan tank for Shadur. No, but he's definitely going to have, like, speaking of Colorado, a little bit of a Dion effect. Like his name alone is going to bring recruits. And like he said in his opening press conference, he's like, this is going to be an NFL run program in college. He's like, if you want to play at the next level, come here and you'll be ready. And so that's definitely going to be a big draw. You saw it already with the portal. There was UNC guys that were in the portal. As soon as Belichick got announced he was hired, they jumped out, went back. So, I mean, listen, for UNC, for a team that has for years and years kind of just, middled and just not really been able to get over the hump.
But they can get talent. We've seen it with the quarterbacks.
They've been able to do it.
And then they're also in a really bad ACC.
Yeah. No, I think that and
location spot's perfect.
No, media has said it for the past couple of years, especially like as they just invested so much money like into new facilities, stuff like that. And they've just been putting more money in the program. They're in a recruiting hotbed, and the name brand alone just of the university too. Like I get, it's more of a basketball school, but like the Jordan brand, everything like that. Like UNC has been called a sleeping giant. If there's somebody that can wake up a sleeping giant, you would think it's maybe going to be the best coach in NFL history. So again, we don't know how exactly well Belichick's style and everything is going to transfer to college football, but I mean, it's an exciting time, I think, for UNC fans.
I mean, how can you not be excited?
You can't not be excited about this hiring.
You literally can't.
Yeah, because again, the only like really, I'd say, gripe that you could have about this hiring is just from the Belichick perspective is like, why the hell do you want to do this? But
yeah,
if he does, I think it could be big for UNC, for college football. You know, I don't know. I also saw like a lot of the. I read like a couple different stories about it because I did think it was interesting, especially because there's a lot of information about like Belichick and like how the last couple of years have gone for him. Belichick, apparently, people close to him say like a lot of this was like a fuck you to the NFL. Like it's ridiculous. I'm the best coach of all time, and I one's like doing an interview. Yeah. So he was like, I'm going to go to college football and I'm going to make this team like a national title contender. And then you guys are going to be like, oh, we should hire Belichick.
Yeah.
So I think it's exciting. It'll be interesting to see how that all shakes out. So I don't know, other college stories.
I saw one today. Like Sacramento State is going to like hire.
That's one I just saw. Yeah.
Mike Vick. The weird thing with this is that like they're pledging with it like $50 million for like NIL. It's like Sacramento State. Like what do you need $50 million for?
Are they FBS now? Did they move up?
No, I don't think so.
They're still FCS. Okay. Yeah, because I mean they're I think they're perennially a pretty good team in FCS.
$50 million seems outrageous for that.
Yeah, no, it does. Which I think a lot of that is probably I believe they're one of like the top candidates to move up to the FBS because they work really well with like the Mountain West reshifting. They would make a lot of sense like locationally and stuff like that. The one other college storyline that I just now saw that's just funny. DJ Uiagalelei has declared for the NFL draft. So
nice. Wonder where he'll go.
Yeah. Undrafted.
Yeah.
The funniest thing too, though, is that some team in like the 6th or 7th rounds could be like, you know what, he's really talented. Let's see what we got here. Which, whatever. I mean, it's Joe Milton 2.0. I feel like, huh?
He won't get drafted. He'll be in. Yeah.
Joe Milton got drafted.
Yeah, that's a little different. He wasn't god awful in college. He was still feasible. He was bad. He was
pretty bad.
DJ bad though.
Yeah.
He'll be an undrafted, pick up.
Outside of this year, though, DJ wasn't that bad.
No, he wasn't. But like you're 23. Like you shouldn't digress a shit ton of college football, but
yeah.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just kind of scrolling quick to make sure I'm not.
Did we? I don't know if we did. Tell me right now if we didn't. Juan Soto.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't.
It's the biggest deal in sports history. 15 years for $765 million. Yep. None of it's deferred. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Somehow your mic muted for a second. I don't know how long it's been muted for, but I just switched back. It was like, looks like your mic was like unplugged or something. Yeah, it's on your MacBook. I don't know. There we go. I switched it back. You should be good now.
My back?
Nope, it says unplugged again.
We got trouble already.
Got trouble. Let me see. Yeah, it just disappeared now. Like your microphone's not on here. I don't know what's going on. Problems for Awkward Ball. Louise microphone is gone. I'm not seeing it here.
It's not working, my man. It's not lit up. Like it would light up.
Try unplugging it.
Oh. All right, back.
Am I good?
I think.
Am I good?
Let's see.
Check. Like, is there a way to find it?
Yeah, we're good. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I
Great problem
continue with
solving.
what I was saying?
Yeah,
Juan Soto.
Yeah.
15. Now I'm scared. 15 years, $765 million to the Mets. Clyde, we can have Clyde jump in here too. Biggest contract in sports history that will like inevitably become the worst contract in sports history. You have to imagine, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's like I might not know baseball super well, but I feel like I kind of know numbers a little bit. It's like the Shohei like contract, like obviously looking on that one was for one, it's 5 years shorter.
Yeah.
For two, it's like completely deferred. And three, he's basically 2 players.
He is too. He's a top 5 pitcher and a top 2 bat.
Yeah, so that one, like again, I think nobody's really outraged at that one. This one seems ridiculous. Like Juan Soto's not even like, correct me if I'm wrong, he's not even like is he even a top 5 offensive player? Like he's probably close, borderline top 5, but like from everything I see, he's
a top 5 player.
The
biggest issue with this is like it's inevitable in 3 to 5 years he will have to be a DH. He is not great in the field already, and as he gets older, and we'll only imagine it gets worse. The main reason I think is just because of all of he's achieved, and he's only 26.
Yeah,
he's 26 years old. But like you do look at it, numbers like don't jump out to you. The thing that jumps out to you is like, okay, his on-base percentage is ridiculous. It always has. Got probably the best eye in baseball, but like he's not hitting 40 home runs at Citi Field.
Yeah,
like not even like he hit 40 this year.
Has he only
next guys before that was like 34, I think.
Has he only gone over 30 like 2 or 3 times?
Yeah. But it's the fact that he's 26. Like, there's like an argument. Yeah, he probably should have made like 500 million, 400 million, like $765 million for one bat who, again, played at an incredibly friendly ballpark for him last year, and who's steadily declining every single year as a defender. So it's not like he's an asset, defensively too. It's just the biggest overpay I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, other than like a Shohei contract where you're basically paying for 2 players, it's hard to justify this for anybody. Like,
no. And that's also like the ultimate fuck you to the Yankees too. Like pretty much the same deal. He goes to the other team. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. And now, like we could talk about the other signings that the Yankees made. Like they signed Max Fried, who
Devin Williams.
They traded for Devin Williams. Did they not get a bat too? I could have sworn they got a bat, or they might get Bellinger's, like the rumor or something like that. Like they got Max Fried, they got one of the better closers in baseball. They might be able to go get Cody Bellinger for kind of cheap. That team's already way better than the Mets. Like you got 3 fucking great players for the price of Juan Soto. Sign me up for that. So I don't know. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah, Kelly, do you want to talk about it, or want to talk about Kyle Tucker?
Yeah, Kyle Tucker. Let's talk about it. Kyle Tucker to your Chicago Cubs in a move that you guys didn't give up like much for him, but
no, we just
really
gave up Cam Smith. That's it.
Like you have to extend him though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's gonna have 1 year, and then
he's 1 year.
The same Bell bullshit where he'll probably bat 300 because he was hurt last year, but healthy King Tuck.
Yeah, he played like he posted a 4 WAR in 78 games, which is outrageous.
He's literally a 290, 25 home run guy, so he's gonna be fucking phenomenal. So have him, sign him to a 3-year deal, probably after 3 or 4, and then just
But I think the whole concern is what if you don't re-sign him? It's not like no offense to the Cubs, you guys are at this point not even close to a contender.
It is kind of bullshit.
Not a contender, like a true contender. Like this team still is
kind of fucking stupid because we weren't supposed to be buyers this year because our president of the team literally just said like I'm not buying this year. Like you can kiss Soto goodbye. Like sorry guys.
Well, you guys were never getting Juan Soto, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean you could though. Like
every team could.
No, but it is kind of bullshit because they just don't want to spend money.
No, every single team. They could have.
They could, yeah. I mean, there's an unlimited
baseball.
No, they're not going to pay him.
But I'm saying every team could.
They wouldn't pay him.
Unlike there's teams in every other sport, there's teams that like literally couldn't play guys because of salary cap. Like, no, every single team could sign.
Yeah, but it's kind of bullshit because like the Cubs though are probably like top 3 or top 4 in just money. Like the amount of success that they've brought is like it's just the fucking family doesn't want to spend it.
No, so you're not a top 3, top 4 team with money. You're a top 3 franchise on which I think people want to play for.
Yeah.
In money sense, not even close. Yeah. No, you guys also have cheap owners for what the Cubs could be.
Yeah, our biggest contract ever was like Jason Hayward. It was like 160 million for 8 years.
Which
that's the biggest we've ever had.
Being the Cubs and knowing that you guys could be in contention for signing you guys should be in the same category as the Yankees, as the Dodgers, but they aren't, which is again, if you're a Cubs fans, ownership, which pisses you off. But
the big thing though is that Roki, if we can get him.
Again, it's just Roki has to be a Dodger, right?
I don't think he wants. I don't think he's going to. It's either he's going to be.
I think he's going to be
no, but I think he's going to be a Padre.
We got
because he doesn't want to
get chatter from the couch. He could be a Baltimore Oriole.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Actually, I could see that. They just signed a Japanese guy today. Yeah, they're starting to establish the roots.
The Tigers can get him because we have fucking Kenta Maeda.
No, because that's Kenta Maeda.
Shockingly, actually, though, we did meet with him and made a presentation. The Tigers. So, will we land him?
Roki?
Yeah.
That's because he was on the way to Chicago, and then he's like, "Oh, I got to go to Detroit too."
No, I mean, we talk about feasible team. Like one, if there's a Japanese player, you have to imagine he's going to be in the state of California or the Yankees.
He's going to go to the West Coast. I don't think he's going to be a Yankee though.
I could see a sneaky Giants.
Yeah. I would actually, if he wasn't a Cub.
I don't know though, because they did just give 7 years to Willie Adames, which like
that is crazy.
Also, was a little bit of an overpay.
He had one good year, and he had a okay.
It just reminds me a lot of like the Javi Baez thing, where it's like there's not really shortstops on the market, so you're gonna pay 6-7 years and a lot of money for one.
Pay bad one.
And it's like it could go downhill really quickly because Willie Adames isn't like Willie Adames is not hitting 30 home runs in that ballpark.
No.
I don't hate the move though for the Giants, but
it's all right.
I don't know if he goes to
still
Baltimore.
Giants. I don't know.
Because like also with Baltimore's weird though, because like Corbin Burns, is he going to resign? I think it's trending towards he's definitely not going to resign in Baltimore.
Leaving,
So where's he going to go?
Boston.
Yeah, actually, I did hear Boston's going to be the place for him.
Yeah, they need something for the rotation.
Speaking of White Sox, maybe we can just hit all the quick base.
Mike Talkman, he's a White Sox now.
Talkman's a White Sox.
Valentine's finest. Yeah, it's a bummer. Feel bad for the guy, but okay,
I'm blanking, and this is gonna actually like really piss me off because it's the only best player.
White Sox?
Yeah, lefty arm, Boston.
Oh,
why am I?
He's supposed to be.
Yeah, Garrett Crochet
is supposed to be
a Red Sox now, which kind of parallel universes to Chris Sale, like in a sense.
Yeah, they did get good prospects though. They got like a 3 and 5 guy.
No, they overpaid for him, but
yeah,
I think Boston is kind of sick and tired of being mediocre these past 3 years.
Yeah, they got to make a push. They've been fucking weird.
Yeah, you get Crochet. They already have a great bullpen, great starting pitching, and then you also get like Corbin Burns.
Yeah, that one thing though about Japanese players, I feel like this year Roki, it's gonna be like Roki's probably the top of the market. There's this fat guy out of Japan. I forget his name. Like
Minataka.
Yeah, Minataka. Yeah,
I know my Japanese ball players.
MLB the Show legend.
Yeah,
that guy is whatever team he's.
When does he post though? I don't think he posts till like 2 years.
It's either next year or the year after.
Yeah.
But either way,
he'll be the top bat in a while because obviously it's just been a lot of pitching talk out of him.
I think he might be the highest.
Like, I think Roki coming out is like the best pitching. Like he's a much better prospect than Yamamoto was.
Yeah,
he was a better pitching
prospect.
No one
talks about him though.
Shohei was.
No one talks about him, but he's fucking insane. He's a skinny.
I didn't think people knew he was going to post early.
Yeah,
because you have to play 6 years in Japan, so till your 25 season. But there's exceptions where you can leave early if you want to take the MLB minimum and sign with any team.
Yeah, it's coming up too. It's January.
So he's going to be paid jack shit because I don't think. Again, we're going to have
just picking a team.
Ghost from the couch. Tell me, when you post early, I think you have to sign for the league minimum, right?
I'm not sure.
I think we'd have to Google. I think he has to.
I think you're correct, just because there's a punishment behind it. Where it's
there's punishment for leaving early.
Yeah. Unless he has like a weird contract where he has to pay out the ball club the money of his contract, which he might have to. I don't think you have to do that though. But
Because I keep saying, like, whoever he signs with, he's just going to sign for the league minimum.
He's signing soon, man. It's going to be under a month.
I mean, so who are the actual like teams that could pick him up? Dodgers are still one, going to be the favorite there. Mariners are like the sneaky team that there's, which again, it's not shocking. West Coast.
Yeah.
The only East Coast team I could truly see is the Yankees.
Yankees for Yankees.
I do think the Yankees are going to continue to like kind of like fuck you overspend, in which like, all right, we were going to spend $760 million on Juan Soto. Like, let's just spend that money with just great ball players.
Yeah, they do need a young starter, because they got rid of dumbass mustache man. So
Luis Gil.
They got the guy on the Brewers. What the fuck?
Yeah, Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, Nestor. Yeah, so they need to do one.
The Brewers, the new A's of the NL, where it's like they're just gonna lose everybody and probably still win 90 games and win the division.
They will not be winning the division. There's no way in hell.
I said that about the A's after they just like let go of Glass now, let go of everybody.
Yeah. But that's also just because like Devin Williams had an insane regular season. He sucks in playoffs every single year. Like he's so bad. Yeah. Just in playoffs though.
And then also going back to the Tucker deal, I also like really don't mind the deal. Like I think Houston blows it up now. Like I don't think Bregman returns.
No.
I'm scared the Tigers are probably going to get him and overpay the fuck out of him, which is terrifying. Like I don't want to pay $200 million for a 30-year-old third baseman.
He's a good glove. He's a contact princess.
His numbers have decreased 3 straight years. Yeah, he's 30 years old. I don't want to lock that guy in for 7. We did it with Javi Baez, and it is just the worst thing ever.
I still don't know why you guys took Javi.
But then again, though, I'm at the same point of like, if we don't sign anybody, I'd rather give a shitty contract to Alex Bregman than walk out of making the playoffs.
You got to sign someone.
Series, then walking out of.
Got to sign someone
with nobody. So I'd rather overpay there. But
yeah,
Isaac Paredes might hit like 50 home runs at that ballpark.
Yeah, he's actually probably going to win.
Because he was a merchant of that little corner in Tampa.
Yeah, then he's dog shit Chicago.
Because
too much wind,
but also like
his ass.
The dimensions for him aren't great because he's just an ultimate pull hitter. And obviously that outfield goes out at the corners.
It's weird, yeah.
Dude, so that little porch in Houston, he might hit 50.
He's going to do really good. I just think he was just really bad in Chicago. But then again, we gave up nothing for him. We gave up Morel, so it's a good deal. It's basically Christopher Morel for King Tuck.
Yeah.
And that is an awesome trade. So.
It's awesome if you guys extend Cal Tucker.
Yeah, it should. I think
getting rid of Morel and when you're top prospects for a 1-year rental when you're not really a top contender is stupid, but
I just want to win 90 games.
Yeah. You don't make that trade if you don't have the look out of I'm gonna pay Cal Tucker now for like 4 years.
Yeah, I guess because now, I mean, if we keep Belly, then I guess we're just fucking trying to go all in this year, which we should get rid of him this year. But I don't know. He's a good glove. Yeah.
Let's go baseball talk, Kelly.
Good baseball.
Okay. I looked up the Japanese posting thing. Says that foreign-born players are subject to international bonus pool money restrictions unless they are at least 25 years of age and have played as professional in a foreign league recognized by the MLB for a minimum of 6 seasons. So this says 2017 to 21, but I assume it's probably something similar now. Each major league club has a cap between 4.75 to 5.75 to spend on the non-exempt foreign-born player pool. So and then they can also acquire more through some weird thing, but basically they can. Most of the time, they'll only spend like $5 million on total on guys who aren't exempt from the law thing.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing. Like they have like a 45-day window to talk to all the teams. And then if no one takes them, then
he has to sign by February or something. I think February 1st is when he has to sign by. Yeah. I got another topic we can yap about.
What's that?
Let's talk about the NBA.
I was going to say,
let's talk about how it's historic downfall of the ratings this year. I don't even really want to talk about the players of the games because I haven't watched, and neither has America.
I was going to say, the whole ratings thing is kind of weird though too. Cause it's like, obviously the NBA is definitely number one for illegal streaming, like because their fan base is young and none of them pay for services.
26% in a year is like historic.
Yeah, it's historic, but I don't really know what they can do, to be honest, to make it better.
The product.
That's what
NBA is a dead.
That's what I was going to say. That's the one I was going to talk about.
It's been 2 weeks.
We can talk about that now, but he played last night, so.
You stole MIA for 2 weeks.
I saw he went to. So what we're talking about now is LeBron told the Lakers he was just leaving for as long as he needed to. Nobody knew what that was going on. He played last night, but that was weird.
Well, the weirdest thing about it was that other people keep pointing towards is he's done it 2 other times in his career. It was 2010 before the decision, and it was 2014 before he went back to Cleveland. So everybody thinks that he like wants out.
I do too.
Okay, so from this perspective, is there any realistic chance that LeBron moves before the end of the season?
Yes, and I think we could see the biggest trade in NBA history.
Who do you think he swaps with?
I don't think it's I don't know. It would be a swap, or it would just be just
in terms of return,
like a Oklahoma thing, where it's just a gaudy number of picks. If I see one team who is shockingly not bad right now, but nobody thinks is a contender, and I think it would bring NBA ratings all the way up, so the league would want it. You literally would have to watch every game because it'd be so awesome.
Golden State, yeah, okay.
We saw them.
That'd be so fun.
Saw them paired up in the Olympics. Steph Curry's 36, LeBron's 40. Steph Curry. Look at Golden State's roster. The fact that they are in a spot where they're like playing not bad basketball is beyond me. It's shocking. Clay leaves. Dude, give me like a 2-year run of LeBron and Steph to end out their careers.
It'd be awesome.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I was thinking the exact same thing the entire time you're saying it. And I think that's what most people think it would be if it happened.
I think that's all. I think that would be one of like his 2 teams he would allow a trade to.
Yeah. I see the one other guy too that I see some people talk about going to Golden State, who's a little bit on the older end and would also fill a really good role for them, kind of in the same way LeBron would. Jimmy Butler, also.
Yeah, that one makes a lot of sense too.
From Miami. So, obviously his timeline might line up even better.
I did though actually get a text from LeBron. He said like he wants to go to the Pistons.
All right, that's delusional.
But no, we don't really like hit on it. But like,
yeah,
the NBA is a dead sport. Like, did you see like literally in 2 days they broke the record for the most missed threes and the most made threes, like ever?
Yeah, I think I saw them, but like,
it's like you have to fix it.
Yeah,
like, every single team plays the exact same.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a 3-point barrage. Like, did you see the stat where people were bitching it when the Warriors went 73-9? People were bitching at
how they played and like they're like way behind pace of like this year's Celtics.
In 2016, the Warriors shot 31.8 threes a game. Last year's Celtics team took 52 a game.
Yeah,
it's they're like it's to the point where if you're not taking a 3, it's a bad shot. So,
yeah,
how do you fix that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing is like I don't think you can really like I don't. What do you really do to get an entire league to change how they play? It's like the only
you cannot remove the 3-point line. It's too much of a fun shot.
Yeah,
you can't. Like you just can't do that. Like I forget who it was, but somebody made an awful comment on it saying like dunks should not be worth 3.
Dunk should be worth 3.
Yeah,
no.
Kelly likes it.
No, I don't.
Like, I get the objective because like obviously dunking's a lot easier. Inside game would be like great, but then it's like, okay, so like what? Our star players now are fucking Zach Edey.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, up to that
honestly, that's kind of what I was going to say though. Is like the only way that you can get an entire league to change is how it changed the last time. You have to get like an anti-Steph Curry. Like you have to get like Shaq 2.0, but even better, like back or something like that.
I think you have to. You have to eliminate the 3-point line in the corners.
The corners, draw it
or you have to expand the court and move it back like all around, but like
draw it how they like draw it on like the outdoor courts that are too narrow.
Yes,
or it's like just like an arc across
corner threes, because that way defending the 3-point line is going to be everything in front of you. It's nothing to your sides. That's the only thing I like. And like I know everybody's like, oh, they're not going to do this. They will, and they're going to have to change the rules because what's going on right now is bullshit. I saw another one where like cap how many threes you can take in a game. That's just not reasonable, like in the slightest.
No.
Like what if you've already taken 22 threes, the limit's 30, and it's like 8 minutes left in the fourth, and you're down like 18 points.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to need the 3 ball to get back into the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't hate the eliminating the corner because that is what the biggest issue is. It's impossible to play defense when they can spread it out like that.
And especially in a league now where it's like all like
now obviously the corner 3 is easier.
Corner 3 is the best shot in the league. 1 through 5 can shoot the ball in modern NBA. Like if you have guys who can't shoot the ball, it's a problem. No, like obviously like we're talking about like ways to change it, and people will be like, "Oh, they'll never like they will change it." We'll just see what they change it to because again, the league's going to start panicking here soon.
The other issue too is the free throw parades at the end of games.
I saw
they just foul the entire time.
Yep.
Obviously, the popular thing there has been the Elam ending is what people want, which I believe is what they tried to make the All-Star game for a while, right?
Yeah, which was fun.
To a certain point, they actually get to a score rather than.
I think that's changing the game too much. I saw. Yeah. I forgot who it is again. Might have been Nick Wright who said, like under 3 minutes. If you make your first.
Oh, Bill Simmons.
Bill Simmons. Yeah. Yep. If you make your first free throw, it just counts for 2 and just keep going. I don't hate that idea, but I could see where people wouldn't be a fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think it'd make that big of a difference. Like the only time that's really gonna really change games really to a point is like if you're hacking a big man towards the end, and like I would think that helps his odds. Like obviously, because if he misses the first one, he still gets the second shot. But if he makes the first one, then he gets the 2 points right away and doesn't have the opportunity to miss the second one. So
like, I get we're talking about because it is a problem. But like to me, that's like it's a problem, but like kind of like just fucking deal with it. Like that's just how NBA games are. Sure, it gets obnoxious in like a February Tuesday night game when it's like that. But like obviously playoffs, I'm okay with it. Like I don't think that's that big of a deal. I think we keep dating back to like Anthony Edwards is so fun, super aggressive at the rim. Anthony Edwards is taking 14 threes a game now.
Yeah.
It's like Anthony Edwards. Nobody wants to watch you chuck up a bunch of threes. They want to see you get to the rim and fucking yam on somebody.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably what it all comes back to, which I think everybody in the country is pretty much in agreement on. So, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to touch on there with the NBA or kind of done there?
Glad you got anything? Any sports updates?
College basketball is really fun right now.
Yeah, college basketball is at like a all-time.
Yeah.
No one knows. So
yeah.
Big time parody right now.
I don't know though. Too Auburn's really fucking good.
Auburn is good.
I checked in on like Saturday, and Auburn was up like 60 on Ohio State.
Yeah, I did see that. That was crazy. I actually was going to turn that game on to like watch. I don't remember what I was doing, but it was us. We were just okay. Yeah, we had to turn on. We're like, oh my god, like Jesus, bloodbath.
Speaking of like Ohio State, Big Ten is just like the ultimate like Big Ten, where it's like I feel like every fucking team could win that conference.
Yeah,
Purdue keeps going downhill. They keep losing games. I think the betting favorite right now is Michigan, despite the loss. Nebraska was supposed to be awful this year, and they look really good.
Michigan State
can't shoot
beat the shit out of a Nebraska team. Looks pretty good.
Winning.
Yeah.
And then we keep. I think Oregon's like a top 10 team.
Oregon's top 10.
Yeah, so they're dogs.
Wisconsin's good.
Wisconsin's a good team. Illinois should have beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
By the way, Clyde, let's get you a mic so like going forward you can just participate.
Santa's gonna get a new one.
Okay.
Don't worry, I gotta get that plan.
Okay, good.
You can fix your computer then too, because we're gonna have
your ship to Kentucky to get fixed. But yeah, I can get one with you now. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, because we're gonna need a third laptop for a third mic.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah. Just want to throw that out there while we're thinking of it because this is an exact like when MLB is not a problem, but like virtually another time that we want to talk all the sport, like he can't talk unless one of us gives up our mics. So
no, I also think once football ends, I think shows are more than likely gonna be like this style where like we just talk about headlines and stuff like that.
I feel like we've hit a good chunk though of stuff. You guys want to hit Kelly's rankings? Maybe let him go first, and we brainstorm while he does that. Come up with something for Rocker Takes called day or
yeah, we can do that.
All right, Kelly, you're going first.
By the way, though, if like we don't think of something good, I say we just scratch it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Kelly, it's your time.
In a world of politics, war, bad beats, and watching your favorite sports teams come up short, sometimes you just need to hear a guy rank random shit. Enter your hero, Colin Kelly, here today for another edition of Kelly's Kinky Rankings.
All right, Kelly. What are we at here? What's the first one?
All right, so off the bat for the list, we're doing favorite days that are coming up forward. So it's like, I mean, yeah, personal bias and also just upcoming things I'm looking forward to just for myself to enjoy. So 5 off the bat, we're going to be going with my birthday. I turned 21 in April, man. Yeah, that guy in that photo, that's me.
That is not you.
That's Clyde. Yeah. Hey, fans, look, that's Clyde. So yeah, Clyde's gonna be turning 21 in
Turning
April.
1.
Yeah, Yeah, April 11th, baby. So yeah, mark the calendar. So huge day.
Are you excited to try your first beer?
I'm very excited. I've only drank Sprite ever in my life, so yeah, it's gonna be huge. And it's on a Friday.
Oh, that's big. Mine was on a Friday too.
It's fucking
huge.
It's so nice. Yeah,
You get the Friday night power hour.
Yeah,
and you get Saturday night,
and it's Dad's weekend. So that means my dad's just gonna get me shitted all weekend.
Hell yeah,
so that's gonna be fun.
Mr. Kelly.
Yeah, Mr. Kelly. All right, for New Year's Eve. I mean, it's fucking classic.
I love how you clarified that New Year's Eve is December 31st.
Yeah, because it bleeds into the 1st, so you got to think about it. Whereas most of the fun that happens is on January 1st.
It's probably January 1st, yeah.
It is most of the time January 1st. But the build-up, that's nice because you're like, oh, man, this year's going to be different. You know, I'm not going to be a fat moron that gets no fucking bitches. Nope. It's going to be the same year next year, and you're going to be as upset about it. So might as well suck it up.
All right, what's number 3?
Number 3 is March 18th. It's Cubs Japan series, man. Who's fucking excited for that, dude? Cubs, Dodgers, and then we're gonna have Roki for that team too because it's all a ploy for Vegas because they want to get sales.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
You signed the biggest name in Japan right now and have him for the Japan series. It's fucking popcorn. Either that or he's gonna be a Dodger.
Yeah, that was a great idea by them to do that for the Dodgers.
I was gonna say Weezy wants to.
Cubs and Tigers open up the same team this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because then the week after, the very first game of like the true opening day is night game, Skubal versus
versus Roki versus Roki.
I was gonna say Shohei, like maybe Roki. Shohei's like gonna be good to pitch like right away though, right?
Yeah, he's juiced.
So yeah, the first game of the year will be because actually there'll be a game on at like noon.
Yeah,
and then the night game will be Skubal.
But also, if
Shohei.
Roki,
by the way, as a Tigers fan, it's just bullshit. Coming off like a great year, gonna build on it, just gonna get swept immediately. Yeah. Like that's gonna fucking suck.
Like, doesn't it like tingle your wee wee a little bit to think about like
my team finally playing in like a primetime spot, not like playoffs. Obviously, don't count. But like that like in a non-postseason game. Yeah, it's cool.
It's gonna be a big opening series. Even with that,
Tigers haven't played like on a Sunday night baseball. I think in like 4 years. We've played like the Fox, so like Fox, towards the end of the year, we'll have those games. Yeah. We're no Cubs team, but
it would just make my day if I saw a Roki Shohei matchup in Japan. It'd feel nice. It'd feel nice.
Have a Japanese player on your team.
But he's last year, man. He's last year. We're all about that new Japan, man. All right.
New Japan.
Yeah, it's gonna be Shota Bump Day still, but I mean Roki Bump Day would be really good because you get both those guys in the series. You get one guy to pitch one day and the other one.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking nice. So yeah, Roki Bump Day.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2 is gonna be Santa Day, Christmas. The older you get, Christmas it's more fun to like drink beer and watch movies. It's not really about gifts. It's about just eating a lot of food, and then like shitting on your little cousins, and then you're like, oh man, Christmas came way too early. Like it doesn't feel like Christmas. And then bam, it's the 26th. You got to go to work.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of agrees. Like as adults, that it's more like spending time with your family and stuff like that.
But
it's kind of like kid things, the presents. I don't know if you exactly had a revelation there, but
yeah, it's more of like I'm more excited to watch Christmas NBA. Hopefully they do fun jerseys.
Christmas NFL this year. They're helping to just kill the NBA. It's like they're one day. Nope, ours too.
Yeah. Last year was actually fantastic with little Kamara action. Or was that 2 years ago?
It was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
that was 4 years ago.
I was like,
Jesus Christ, that was 4 years ago.
That sounds right.
That's scary. Fuck.
Was that game was technically on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Oops. Why is it such a big deal that they had one on Christmas Day then? Because I kind of thought that I was like, I'm pretty sure we've had games on Christmas Day before.
They had Ravens.
Is it just Netflix this year? It's like, ooh, Netflix.
Wait, it's on Netflix?
No, because typically in the past they only did it if it was.
Oh, if it was on the weekend, but now it's
Saturday, Sunday,
and it would still be like 1 or 2 games. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's just literally smack dab.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck you guys. We're gonna play games.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I get it now.
But yeah, Santa, you get gifts, get drunk.
Number 1.
Number 1 is America's birthday. This is This is my most favorite day of the year.
America's
fucking birthday. Okay. Fucking B-Day. It's kind of like Christmas, but since 4th of July, I feel like it's kind of extended.
Is it almost kind of like Christmas in July?
Yeah, but even better because it's extended between the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then sometimes the 5th.
Kind of depends on where it falls.
Like some lakes have like certain days where they celebrate the 4th. Where like mine celebrates on the 2nd, and then the 3rd is like pre-com, where everyone gets really excited.
What about like what if July 2nd's on like a Tuesday? Like you guys still do it on the 2nd?
It doesn't. It's summertime. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like last year, I called off work for 4 days, and I just got drunk at a lake every single day just because it was 4th of July.
You called out for 4 days because of the 4th of July? Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was actually like really fun. It was fantastic.
I'm sure it was fun. I'm not denying that, but like calling out work for 4 days.
No, it's
crazy.
Well, it's because it's like one of those things. I think it was on like a weekend this year.
Like, I get calling out like a.
It was on a Friday.
Yeah, so I'm like Friday, maybe Thursday, but
like
4 days.
So like clearly I'm gonna have to call off where it's like I gotta go home. So I gotta travel, call off Tuesday, Wednesday's drink day, and then Thursday, depending if it's the 4th, then it's America, they gotta drink, and then the 5th. Even better. Or that helps my case even more. That helps my case even more. That helps my case even more.
Wait. So were you here working, right?
Yeah, I was here this summer. Yeah,
okay, that makes a lot more sense now because I thought you were implying for a second there that you were at home and you called out of work at home for 4 days.
No, I was just like I literally was like
that is ridiculous.
No, I was so
in that case I probably did close to the same thing.
Yeah, since I was here, I was just like, guys, like I need my 4th of July. Okay, so yeah, then I celebrated the 5th and 6th and 7th of July last year, and that was really fun. So yeah, I'm really excited for what next year holds. Should be good. Yeah,
I got super sick over the 4th of July. I just remembered that sucked. I was super excited too.
Why'd you get sick?
No, I just did. Like the first night I got back home, it was the 3rd, and like we all like got drunk out around the campfire. And I woke up the next day. First I thought it was a hangover. Nope. And then the day continued to go on, and I was like, shit, I might just be actually sick. Took my temperature, had 103-degree fever, and I was like, oh, this will be a fun 4th of July.
That's when you eat a few too many hot dogs, and then you forget that you're ever sick.
See, normally you can do that with a cold, but like I feel like a high.
If you are a fever, you're gonna be pretty itchy.
Yeah. Tough to combat that one.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, I agree. Some snubs, I guess I could say. St. Patrick's Day. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's always great to go booze in Chicago, watch the Green River. It's so awesome. It was cool in high school. Now, since I'm a little bit older, it's like I'll be there, but I don't look forward to it as much compared to the other ones. Trying to think some other ones. Beginning of summer, that could be a good toss up, but I'm almost graduating college, so then it's going to be just work.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be no more summer.
Yeah. Summer's still a thing.
Yeah, summer will still always be a thing, but it's going to be like, oh, you got to work.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's 80 out.
I usually have a job for the summer, but
I think working's kind of like a myth these days.
Working?
Yeah, because like 90% of work in America now is just remote, and like everybody admits that they just don't really work. I think we have a crisis on our hands in America that like shit might be come crashing down soon, because you talk to anybody who's fresh out of college, they have a remote job and they admit that they just don't work.
Yeah.
So really? Do you like? I'm not crazy right now. Like, people,
I've heard the myth where like, yeah, they're
right now nobody's talking about it. I think we're gonna have a crisis in America real fucking about it, because nobody's working.
I mean, who wouldn't love to, take the train to Chicago and then take the train back?
I was with the whole work thing too, though. Like, I do feel like a lot of the same people. We know one of them. Like so much work though. Also with like how much technology we have now can be done in like 2 hours. Like
there's
do it. Like you don't need to be working for 8 hours.
No,
which like obviously like you still need to work, quote unquote, work for 8 hours, like because you need that pay for 8 hours, like to live. But in terms of like actually like active work, like you never ever have to actually work that much.
Also, when companies are starting to understand it's a lot more economically efficient for a company to hire more employees and not spend a boatload of money on like renting out a building like every single month. And so I get it, but like again, it's like everybody I know who does like I know some people who do go into the office some days of the week. Like I also know a lot of people who don't. And like the one time I was downtown in Chicago at my sister's apartment, and my 2 cousins came over on a Friday at 10 a.m. and stayed till 1. And I was like, you You guys are like big boys with jobs. Like, yeah, they won't know I'm gone.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah. Yeah, no. But again, like as long as they just do their
As
stuff,
long as you get your
doesn't
shit
matter.
done, like that you have to do from Monday to Friday. Yeah, but like again, if that takes like 8 hours of work, then yeah, people aren't working.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To be fair though, I feel like companies also probably had to know that though, where it's like if they truly did think that you needed to actively like be like working and engaged for 4 hours a week, they probably wouldn't let you be like remote.
Also, like,
or they'd keep a lot closer tabs on you.
Also, like, companies aren't busy like 365 days of the year. Like, my one uncle is an engineer for Toyota. He doesn't work for 6 months of the year. Like, he literally actually does not work.
Yeah.
And then he works 12 hours a day for the other 6. Like, the one time he was just in Nashville for 3 months. It's like, you have a job. He's like, not this month.
Yeah. Toyotathon's not yet.
Yeah,
Toyotathon
not right now.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to do the rock hard text of numbers?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's do that.
Bone up, folks. It's time for Rock Hard Takes.
Not a lot of viewers, but like,
all right, today's rock hard takes. Numbers.
Best, sexiest numbers, best numbers,
whatever, however you want to look at it. Best numbers. What was the last one we did? We did one on Monday.
I don't remember.
Christmas movies. We did Christmas movies.
Yeah, you had first. I had first pick. Elf. Yeah.
Elf. Yeah. All right. Lay up 69.
Yeah. Bum. It's a great pick. It was number one.
Back is bad.
I'm gonna go like polar opposites here. I'm gonna go 1, and I'm gonna go 99.
Okay. Solid numbers.
I think 1's like the ultimate finesse number. It's like sneaky. It's fast. It'll get by you. The 99 is just a unit.
Okay. That's why I feel like you have to go with like, in terms of, especially from a sports perspective, probably the most well-known number of all time, 23.
Yep, that would have been my next pick.
So I'll go 23, and then for the next one, maybe a little bit of personal bias here, but also probably the most well-known number on the flip side. I'm gonna go 12. So, okay. But I will say I think 12, contrary to probably most other people in the world, I think Aaron Rodgers, not Tom Brady. So
okay.
I know it's Tom Brady by a national scale, but I mean, I'm a Packers fan, so
I'm gonna go 8. 8's just a sexy number to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like 10. 10 ballers. You know, you got your Messi's in there. You got your Chipper Jones in there.
Okay.
Should probably name out another 10, but I'm blanking. I'm not throwing Brandon Cooks in there. That just devalues the number 10.
Cooper Kupp.
Fuck Cooper Kupp. We were on the Cooper Kupp train.
Who up?
No, number 10. It's a great number.
Okay. What do I have left? 2?
Yeah.
This is where it gets a little bit more interesting. I don't really know. 6? 15? I don't know.
Patrick Mahomes.
Sure, I guess. Yeah, I'll go 15. I guess I did. I wore that in high school football, so personal connection, I guess. Go 15. Yeah, Mello, Patty, like I said, Jokic. Yeah, that's actually a better number than I really realized. Yeah, Raul. Yeah, no, good suggestion. Also me. Like, let's not forget about that part of it. Go. All right, last number. I don't know. That's a tough one. There's no other ones that really jump out at me. That's like a crazy good number. You say 69? I already picked that. That's the number one overall pick. Yeah. Let's pay attention over there, phone boy. You listen to the TikToks. Should I go 67 for Taj Gibson?
Already picked
99.
He's a producer. Fuck him. I spaced out.
I'm stumping. I'll go 34.
What?
Honestly, I started thinking of NFL running backs. I was like, you know what, 34.
Name another 34.
No, 32. 32.
Whoa,
32.
Nope. If you no.
Were you legitimately going to take 32?
Yeah, Shaq.
Wasn't Jim Brown 32?
Yes.
No, the only reason I was going to say 32 because didn't OJ wear 32? Or did he
Yes.
wear 32? Okay. Yeah, I was going to change 32.
How much does Shane Battier wear? 31.
There's somebody else I was thinking of that wore 34, but I don't know. You can. So you just took 32 as that.
Yeah.
Best.
I would say 22 is good.
Did we take 24?
Nobody took 24.
I thought about it, but
I took a half a Kobe. Took 8. You're about to make an awful helicopter joke, weren't you? Yeah. Sniff that one out right away.
oh, Earl Campbell. I think that's the other person I was thinking of.
Oh.
Dog.
Yeah,
Dog.
that really pops out.
Dog. There's somebody else too that I'm thinking. I don't know who it is though.
Wait. Jai J? Was he 30?
He was 23.
Jay's did not wear number 23. He wore number 33. He was. I could have sworn. Did he wear like 36? 31.
Fuck, I don't know.
He did not wear the 20s.
Jai J.
He wore 23. He wore 23 and 36.
Bless you.
Thanks, man.
Also, Weezy, Shaq wore 34 at the Lakers, so
You were 32 at the
Magic.
Magic.
So, what an all-time pull on the 34.
I mean,
That
I
ended
still
up
have
so
I
much
still,
better.
I still have OJ. I still
Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, also number 34.
What did they win? One of them won something. The other one didn't win shit.
Oh, dude.
MVPs.
Kerry Wood. Wasn't Kerry Wood 34?
I thought he was 35.
Fuck. I don't know.
Did Bo Jackson wear 34?
They said one. Oh, it did?
Ooh, I think you're right on that. Or did he wear 32 as well? I think Bo
Or
Jackson
was it
wore
Marcus
34.
Allen? One of them wore 34.
I think Bo Jackson was 34. Any zero and double
like-
zero are the gayest numbers
Yeah,
in sports.
I think doubles.
Bo Jackson wore 34.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 34 really got backed up there towards the end. Opened it up with just
Zero-
Walter Payton and a faint image of Earl Campbell. And that ended up being
Zero's
pretty
making
good.
a comeback though, because Zero was obviously tough with like guards in the NBA.
Yeah.
Now that it's allowed in the NFL, it's tough. Like, name a good zero in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I think their number one option right now is like Calvin Ridley.
Coleman.
Calvin Ridley. Isn't there a linebacker on the Dolphins that's good that wears it? Or just solid?
Rocco wears it.
Oh yeah,
Brooklyn wears it?
yeah.
Ken Coleman wears it.
I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Keon Coleman is not moving.
He's not good.
You know,
Yeah.
any needles for me, man.
He will be.
Ken Coleman doesn't get you going?
No.
Wow.
He's not-
Shocker.
He hasn't been that great this year. He's been good. He's been great.
No, I think zero is like once more stud NFL players start wearing zero,
Yeah, it helped.
then it'll be back.
Help.
Double zero is by far the biggest. Like nobody should ever have to like wear double zero.
Yeah, I think double zero is super stupid.
So stupid.
You really think it's cool, or are you joking? Okay. I honestly wasn't sure. I was like, because double zero is so stupid, I think. But the only person like ever wore that was like kind of like okay, it was like when Carmelo wore it, like with the Blazers, because it was like he's so old that it's like it's kind of fine.
Yeah. Some honorable mentions I had was 9.
9. I kind of thought about that, but I thought 9. She's showing 2. I thought of 2 a little bit, but like
I was thinking 3 more than 2.
that's another one. Yeah, I consider. I mean, most single numbers are pretty good. 4 has some.
I think 4 is ugly. I think the single numbers that I don't like are 4 and 7.
4 and 7.
Seven's nice.
Yeah, I think 7's a pretty popular one.
I kind of like 5.
Think of a person that wore 5.
Drake London.
Carlos Boozer.
Jameis Winston.
Carlos Boozer. I just think of Carlos Boozer. Nothing
18, yeah, 18's good. 18's just so quarterback.
Yeah.
Like it just quarterback written all over it.
Or
So is 12. I
Steelers.
forgot Andrew Luck wore 12 too. 13. Marino. Who else wore 13? Anybody else?
Pavel Datsuk.
Harden did, yeah.
Stafford wore 9.
No, wore 9. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know.
Those are numbers.
Those are numbers with Karter and Weezy. Honorable mention again, mentioned earlier, but 67, Taj Gibson.
Ooh, honorable mention 88.
88, yeah, 88 does go pretty hard. honestly.
87.
He's good.
No, 89's where I draw the line. 72
88.
is horrific.
88 is definitely the hardest like wide receiver number, right?
What?
88 is the best wide receiver number, right?
Yeah. 88 or 87. 87 is the best tight end number.
Yeah, 87 is best tight end number.
No receivers were 88 anymore.
No, it's just
CD
a
still- yeah,
lot of
it's
it. A
always
lot of it
Cowboys.
is the Cowboys, like receivers that always
81, Calvin.
You know, well, who else other than him? Anquan, I guess. Anquan Bolton.
Yeah. I don't know, but like if I ever see like an 80, I guess CD's kind of embodying because like CD's not like a tall, like if I see like an 88 or an 81 on a receiver and they're like a 5'10" slot guy, that's just awful.
No.
Like, no.
Yeah, CD's not that. He's not huge, but
35.
there's Thomas, RIP.
35's got some good
35.
pitchers and
Yeah.
KD. Yeah,
KD.
35's not bad.
Yeah. Is he's wearing 35 again with the Suns, right?
Right?
I
Or is he
so.
still 7?
I think he went back to 35, didn't he? I can as soon as I said it, I can see him in both now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look this up because I don't know what he's doing over there. Okay, yeah. All right.
He was always 35 on the Suns, right? But
Yeah, I
he's
think
7.
so. He was 7 with Brooklyn. Yeah. Okay. Do you guys want to talk about anything else, or should we just wrap this up?
If you got something to talk about,
I'm kind
should we talk about the drones?
No.
You see one? Shoot it down and see it thrown. Shoot it down.
Shoot it down, Clyde says. All right. Thank you guys all for listening to today's edition of Rock Hard Ball.
Talk about the drones? No.
Always great to be here.
What are they?
When are you leaving? Wednesday. Okay. So
Probably no show Thursday.
probably no show Thursday. If we do, it'll be virtual. Are you gone for the whole break?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll have to go virtual for a while. We'll get that figured out. Kelly, if you can get a mic, then obviously you can come on the virtual version as well.
I'll be asleep.
Dude, it's a fucking 10-minute drive.
Yeah, but I got to wake up every day at 6 a.m.
Yeah. What's your exact street address again?
Oh, he can just use his. You can just hop on with your. Fuck, you don't have a laptop.
I have a camera, but
As long as you have something to connect with, you can come on, Clyde. But
Yeah.
so you technically use this.
That would be a lot better
I don't
too.
need a camera because I don't know if it works or not.
He's
No,
literally
I say he just takes that. He just takes the camera that we're using.
No, we're good.
If he takes the camera we're using, your PC, your computer should still work.
I have one of those.
Yeah. Then you just join on your computer, and then that way we can just go trio box.
Or I just knock on your door.
That would be
With a case
worse
of
because
beer.
why would we both be sitting?
I just knock on your door with a case of beer. And then
I work in the morning.
it'd be like Carter's Clyde. And
I'm
then
not drinking on a
and then you'd
Monday
be
when I
on
have
the
work.
couch. Well, that's
You're just not getting through to metal. Like he's set on this. He's gonna keep going on it. The whole time you kept saying I'm working, you just kept saying case of beer, sit down. He's on the couch. Case of
No,
beer.
I just don't get what he's because I'm gonna be just going live from my laptop. So you coming to my house would be stupid.
Just you two like sitting right next to each other on the
Yeah,
like that one time we did it from your house, like dumb as hell.
Yes.
Never do that again.
Yeah, you have a
That was fun. We did that.
so you're gonna get a mic, which you don't need one if you're
Yeah.
dude, pull up with your fucking gaming headset.
Shit, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, if you have a game headset, just wear that.
We have some guys at the company who rock gaming headsets.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks all for listening to Rock Hard Ball. We'll see you then probably next Monday. All right. Goodbye.